This week on The Snack, the Diddy doc and Breakup Bombshells.
This is a Dear Media production.
Enjoy. Hi, guys.
Hello.
You guys were so excited. We're 2 days away from our New York holiday show.
2 days out. Getting so pumped for everything we have planned. It's really happening.
I still don't have outfits.
Well, you said I could choose my color.
I regret it every day. Like a month ago, you were like, what are you going to wear? And I was like, I can't speak of this right now. Like, I'm too stressed out, and we'll see.
You have 3 other color palettes.
I do have gold coming. I have a red.
Okay, you got some stuff coming.
But anyways, we have the best show planned, you guys. We still have some tickets available. So bring your friends, bring your partner, bring your parents, come by yourself, make friends. It is the most fun show that we do all year. It's a Saturday night, New York City. Just dress up, party. It's going to be a great night.
We have some really special guests. We have some stuff planned we've never done before. Former guests will be there. And we know you guys have been dying to see Raina's officiation of my wedding. And this could be your opportunity. It could be a world premiere.
It is
on the big screen.
So we have a lot of never before seen things.
Really, I'm so excited.
So it is just our favorite night. Most people tell us they come year after year, and we have so many people that say, like, this is my 8th time coming. It's really such an honor, and we just do it bigger and better every single year. I'm really excited.
Yeah, so get those tickets, girlsgottaeat.com, and we will see you this Saturday night in Brooklyn, baby.
Yes, and tune in Monday. I have a big announcement on Monday.
Yeah.
And we'll tune in Monday anyways.
Do you think you'll announce it at the show?
I am going to announce it
at the show. Yes. Okay, yes, I come to the show to get that announcement. Okay.
Okay, well, we have a great episode for you guys. Lots going on this week. What should we start with?
Our partners.
All right. Anyways, thanks to Quince. Get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order at quince.com/GGE.
And thank you to Aura Frames. Get $35 off the best-selling Carver mat frame at auraframes.com/GGE with code GGE. And ZBiotics. Get 15% off your first order at zbiotics.com/GGE with code GGE. I didn't take my ZBiotics last night, and I am feeling slightly hungover after 2 drinks.
Those are the worst hangovers that I have.
So what is going on?
Like, we didn't get to talk about it last week because it had already come out, but we recorded and then Spotify Wrapped came out. We went to the Spotify Wrapped party in LA, and it was so fun. It was such a good time. We ran into all these former guests of the show, like Mark Manson and Morgan Absher, and it was really fun. I had 2 drinks and I was banged up the next day.
I never know what my body's going to do.
I don't know.
It just depends on what it is. But last night I went to the Eagles game, Eagles versus Chargers. Just a stunning heartbreak of a game to lose in overtime with an interception in the end zone. We were all stunned. I mean, Jason, Kelsey, and Hannah Einbender, and Rob Mack. We were all stunned, Raina.
I tell you what, I could lose. I could watch anybody lose from box seats and SoFi with Jason Kelsey.
So I just want to tell you, this is one of my greatest accomplishments to date. I feel like I was invited by the Eagles marketing. Yeah, so shout out to Kelsey, who works for the Eagles, fan of the show, not Jason, a woman named Kelsey. Yeah, so just wanted to give her a shout out. She helped facilitate that. So they invited me to go be in the suite at SoFi for the Chargers game. And they do this in certain markets where they have a lot of fans, which LA, of course, there's Eagles fans everywhere, but they might not do this in every single city where they have a suite and there's all these VIPs in there. So I just want to tell you who was in there. So we walk in, I brought Shashank, and because I think we've watched every Eagles game together, our whole relationship. He's a fan now, whatever. So he deserved to be there. So we walk in, we see Rob Mack from Always Sunny, who recently announced an Eagles game. He's just a big Philly guy. Obviously Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And then there were some former Eagles players, LeGarrette Blount, Darren Sproles, and Emmanuel Acho, who I know him outside of his football career. I started following him in 2020. He was doing a lot of stuff during the BLM movement, and he did a thing called Uncomfortable Conversations where he talked to different people. You know this guy.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Yeah, exactly. So I saw him when I walked in. And then Charles Melton from Riverdale. Do you know who this is? This gorgeous. I don't watch Riverdale either.
You're not talking enough about Jason Kelsey.
Okay, Raina, I'm going in the order.
I'm really excited.
Because we got there right at kickoff. Then Ryan Felipe enters.
Wait, we drive past.
Don't say this. Yes, I'll tell you. Okay, so Ryan Felipe is from Delaware.
I know.
It's just me, him, and Joe Biden.
I know.
And so he comes in a Dewey Beer Co. hat.
I have a Dewey Beer Co. hat.
I know. And so and my brother has met him before. He's done stuff at Starboard, but he came in, he was very nice. He introduced himself and I was like, I'm a Dewey girl. And we chatted a little bit about Delaware stuff. And then
a crazy situation.
And then I tell Shashank, I'm like, you know who I would expect to be here is Hannah Einbender from Hacks.
Yeah. Go Birds, fuck ICE.
So yeah, fuck ICE, go Birds, free Palestine. I think about her Emmy acceptance speech a lot. And I check her story. She's there. She's just like on the lower level. She's there, I think, with her dad. Next thing I know, she walks in the suite. They obviously saw she was there. They went down and got her.
So cool.
They were like, we need all the VIPs. And then so I'm like, how could this get much better? And Shashank goes, Jason Kelce just walked in.
I would lose my mind.
Taylor Swift's
was Kylie there?
Future brother-in-law. No, Jason, I think, was doing something, maybe a post-game. He was in a suit, but he was drinking.
I mean, they have 19 kids. Someone has to watch them.
Yeah. I introduced myself and was like lifelong Eagles fan, and we chatted with him. He was super nice. And I wanted to get a photo with him. Just honestly, my idea was to put it on my story like I did and be like, Girls Gotta Eat, New Heights collab, whatever. We talked about Kylie. But I was like, I don't like to do that. Like, I'm in here too. Like, you don't want to ask people for photos.
I know.
And I wanted one for my brother. And Shashank knew I wanted one. So when I walked away to go talk to some of the people from the Eagles, like he asked him, he was like, can my wife get a picture with you?
I love when people's partners do that.
So
I love it.
I then in that moment realized that he is one of those partners because this happens to us a lot, which is so adorable.
All the time.
When a fan of the show, a girl, typically wants to get a photo and she's scared to ask, which you never should be. We
love
meeting you guys always. And like her boyfriend, fiance, husband comes up and is like, do you mind if she gets a photo? It's adorable. So he's one of those guys.
I love that. Also, people's moms do it. He's a stage mom. I
I
wish you would have talked to him about coming on the show and collab. Well, no, listen, baby steps.
So no, I said, hey, I'm a podcaster as well. And we chatted a little bit. And I was like, we were actually just talking about Kylie. And
I love Kylie Kelce. So I watch her clips. I can't get enough of them.
I know.
She's so funny.
She just straight to the camera.
Yes.
Just fuck shit up.
Well, you and I talk a lot about like solo podcasting, and I think there's like a real art to it. And I could never do it. I don't have it in me. But like Heather McMahon, Kylie Kelce. That's it.
It couldn't be me. I have so much respect for people that can carry it. Kate Kennedy does an amazing job.
Yes.
Yeah, plenty of people, but it's just like couldn't be my format. So I have a lot of respect for it. So yeah, I chatted with him for a little bit. He was super nice. And then, I mean, the way the game ended was just gut wrenching. But the whole place was Eagles fans.
Well, no one in LA cares about sports.
But here's the thing, Raina. These teams that have moved cities, like, that sucks. And I get like LA can be a transient city too, but the Chargers were San Diego and the Rams were St. Louis. Like the Raiders were like they were LA when I was growing up. Then they're in Oakland. Like those teams that move around, like you can never count on your team. Like we are so blessed to have lifelong legacy, never going to leave the city, knock on wood teams like the Eagles, the Steelers, all the Northeast teams. Of course, these poor Jets fans, they're like, I guess I have to be a Jets fan for life. Like the New England Patriots, the Miami Dolphins. I mean, I think of how lucky we are. I never would have thought anything different. What do you do when your team just leaves?
My dad's a fan. My dad's dad's a fan. My dad's dad's dad was a fan. Like Steelers have just been like in our blood forever.
My brother sent me this link. He was like, take a minute and read this. This is like the most wild example. So the Baltimore team used to be the Colts before Indiana. I don't know if you knew this. I didn't really know this lore. There was the Baltimore Colts. People were fans their whole career. In 1984, the team picked up in the middle of the night and left the city.
What do you mean they picked up?
This is like, my brother said,
you can't just like do that.
It says the Baltimore Colts famously moved to Indianapolis in the middle of the night, March 28th to 29th, 1984, orchestrated by the owner to escape a Maryland eminent domain law that threatened to seize the team, finalizing a secret deal with Indy for a new stadium, leaving Baltimore fans shocked and angry. Mayflower moving trucks secretly packed the team's offices and equipment, relocating them to Indy before the city could stop the move, creating a dramatic and controversial moment in NFL history.
Stop the steal. That's crazy. in the middle of the night. I don't understand like why. Like they're not gonna like put these people in jail. Like there's gonna be like what they're gonna deploy the National Guard there to be like
they would these days.
You can't move out of there. Well, yeah,
it's just so Baltimore.
That's crazy.
But I feel for these people. Like,
it's
I
horrible.
love not having a transient team, and it's just funny because we were leaving the game. Obviously, all Birds fans everywhere. It just warmed my heart. Some Eagles fan yells out, "Y'all don't even know if you're from San Diego or LA." And I saw a Chargers fan kind of smirk, like
yeah,
you're right.
That's true. Yeah, I think you're right though. That probably is why like football in this city isn't like such a like basketball in this city is the thing. Like the Lakers
forever,
are so famous.
Yes, legendary.
And that's it. There's our hockey team here.
I never know what's going on with hockey.
There is. Maybe.
But can you believe that? I thought the Indianapolis Colts were, again, I mean, like, my whole life,
Actually,
like
I've been
40 plus years, but I didn't know this lore.
I've been to a hockey game here. I've been to a box seat hockey game
What is it again?
here. I want to say the Raiders, but I think I made that
The Raiders, that's football. When I was growing up, I remember we had a talent show in 5th grade. I won 5th place. And these girls came out in LA Raiders starter jackets and danced to R. Kelly's Bump and Grind.
How old were you?
Our school was 5th, 6th, and 7th. So they were
This is
7th
too
graders.
sexy.
They got ripped off the stage. It was like a Mean Girls moment when they took Kevin G off the stage. Literally, they were humping the floor. And that was the first time I ever knew Speaking of predators today, R. Kelly, that's the first time I ever knew about the LA Raiders was these girls. And I thought they were cool as hell. Came out
That's
in the
so
black and
cool.
gray.
Yes.
Really like aggressive looking starter jackets and big baggy jeans and started humping the floor.
That is crazy. We did not do kind of stuff like that at my school. We did nice girl stuff.
Yeah. So anyway,
Damn.
all right.
All right.
Let's get into it.
We have a breakup report this week. There have been some breakups. So the first one, Love is Blind, Brennon Lemieux and Alexa, I guess her last name is Lemieux now. They have a kid who's about a year and a half old. They were on the Dallas season of Love is Blind.
Yeah.
And so they are splitting up. Basically, they cited like irreconcilable differences. She came out and said, I should get more money because it's his fault.
We got to talk about the money. She had money, remember? Her dad, she went to her
Hot
parents'
dad.
house.
That dad was so hot. I think about that dad all the time.
And weren't they Jewish?
They were Jewish.
Yes, okay.
They're
So-
Israeli. I think they were Jewish.
Okay. So I didn't say it like, I said it like it was so exotic. Like, were they Jewish?
Well, there's
do you know
there
them?
are Jews in Dallas. Yeah, we do all know each
There's
other.
a lot of diversity in Texas. I've been finding out about it more and more.
There's a lot of Jews in Dallas. I don't know about the rest of the places.
But-
Houston is a big Middle Eastern population.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay. That's what I was talking about. We were just talking with, someone new on our staff about it recently, Houston, and it's diversity. So he had no money. That was kind of the storyline. Remember, he
something
never
along
had
those
any money.
lines.
He grew up really poor.
Yeah.
And it didn't sound like he ever really had made a bunch of money. So he did not come into that with really any money. And it's very
so
clear that
right.
she had all this money and they didn't have a prenup. So I see that being messy. And the divorce announcement, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like some shit is going down.
I mean, she said this is his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, when you say that, that's not irreconcilable differences. That's like you cheated on me. But I was trying to think, like, Love is Blind is so interesting, and we talk about this all the time, different than other reality shows, because people do stay together. I mean, I think the only couple we've ever heard that got married and divorced was Milton and Cynthia.
Not Milton. That is the most fun reference, like deep cut reference.
From the Houston season, where I think they're the only couple that did get married.
Okay.
I was trying to remember what their names were. I don't have any memory. You say stuff sometimes on the show like, Rena, we talked about this on the podcast 5 years ago, as if I remember anything I did yesterday. But yes, this show is interesting because like people don't really split up, which is crazy because they married people under the most insane circumstances and they had a child.
I know. Yeah, a lot of kids have come out of this show. So I don't know. I mean, am I surprised? No, I don't really think I'm ever surprised when people who meet on a reality show get divorced, but I thought they were pretty solid. And again, it's sad. They just had a kid. Mm-hmm. It would feel different if they didn't just have a kid. The kid is 14, 17 months old. So like a fresh baby.
Fresh, 16 months.
Okay.
Fresh baby.
I just hate the canned breakup announcements. Like just once, I'd love to read one that doesn't start with after a lot of heartfelt conversations.
I
and our
know.
support each other. Like I want to be like, ask me anything about he's the worst.
We met you on reality television, so just tell us what happened.
Yeah, sign my petition to waive spousal support.
I totally
like. I want someone to get messy with it. We've been fighting.
But it's just like, you guys sold us this love story, and I'd like the end of the love story, please.
And I get it 100%. And of course I want them to support each other. They have a child. But I'm talking a couple with no kid. I want an announcement that is messy.
Messy. So messy.
Like the most we ever get is like an announcement that the other person didn't know about. Like Matt James.
Or Nina Dobrev, I think when her and Shaun White broke up, I think she insinuated he cheated on her. But like only insinuated. She didn't come out swinging.
I guess though you don't want to calling someone out for I don't know. I guess this does happen. But
I don't know actually why it doesn't happen more, because like being cheated on, people feel embarrassed, but it's so not embarrassing. It's not your fault. You can't control another human being. If somebody chooses to betray you, that has no reflection on you. It's interesting that people don't talk about it more.
I mean, I just worry. I don't know if people are, I don't know if I want to say scared of what someone might do, but you never know.
Well, a lot of people also have prenups that like have that clause in there that says you can't do it. I'm assuming people do sign NDAs with each other.
Maybe. Okay, well, we'll keep you guys updated, but any sort of like Love is Blind relationship updates, we got to talk about it. But the next one is such a heartbreaker.
I know, I feel sad about it. Earle, Alix with an X, Braxton with an X.
They love an X.
Jackson with an X. So Alix Earle and Braxton Berrios split up. So basically Dumois broke this news, who's been on our show, that somebody sent in a tip to her. They've been broken up for a while. And then every outlet picked this up. It was my entire feed. I don't think Alix Earle has confirmed it. But a few days later, people were shopping this idea that Jackson with an X, who's the quarterback of the Giants had slid in, was like, you single now. And she did a TikTok saying like that was photoshopped and that wasn't real. So
she also said, I would never post this, which I love. Like, guys, grow up. Do you know me at all? I wouldn't post this. Like, I'm a classy bitch.
You and I have always really liked them as a couple. I always really liked her. She just seems like cute and fun and sweet, and she doesn't start shit with anybody ever. I enjoy her whole vibe. But she's a young girl. She's 24. Yeah. I'm assuming she had to. You do have to move to LA to do Dancing with the Stars, and since she went all the way, I'm assuming she lived here for a couple months.
Yeah, I have always, for the most part, she had a few problematic things in her past, and I think she's, grown and apologized, and I think she's a pretty generous influencer in terms of what she's done with her fame, and I think people like her. I like her. I loved watching them together. I like their energy. I think we see a lot of influencers and their boyfriends that feel like they don't want to be in the content, or they're annoyed, or they don't even like their partner. And I always thought they were really cute. But this is just young people breaking up. Mm-hmm. Like it's just what it is. Like we all have relationships and we date, we break up until we find the one. And then sometimes you break up then too.
That dynamic is tough because I think she's so busy. She's so famous and she has a million things she's always going and doing. And he is tethered to Houston where he plays. So there's no like traveling around with her kind of thing. I agree. It's just, I think young people break up. It's sad to see.
I think her career is skyrocketing. People are saying this will help her career. Not that she did it as a career move. I think they had a solid, real relationship, but that she will be even more popular now being single, which you can think that or not. I don't know. I think any change in someone's relationship status elevates them in some way. Like something changes. Like, oh, she's single now, so that'll be the narrative, as opposed to, oh, this person's like married or engaged now. That's the narrative. I mean, it goes both ways. So we'll see.
Having a boyfriend is embarrassing.
Because having a boyfriend, anything in between. What is embarrassing is any male name with an X in it besides Max.
Well, all of them like X's.
That's what I'm saying. Braxton, Jackson, like
Alix. She loves an X.
Alix is acceptable. The I is a little weird. Yeah. So same energy though. Braxton and Alix with an I. She's like, I'm going to date somebody. They're going to have an X in their name. But I just think male names, Max. That's it. Name a male name that's acceptable with an X. Max.
Felix.
Because we're going to Felix tonight.
Felix is a little more cat coded though.
Felix is fine. You got me on that one. There are two.
I'm on fire today. Okay, because I haven't drank in like a week.
You're firing on all cylinders. But anything, there are a few names I hate more than like Braxton.
No, that name is insane.
And Jackson with an X.
But no, I like what you said, by the way. You hit on like influencer boyfriends. You only usually see one of two camps. People that openly hate on having to be in these videos, and it's like it's embarrassing and weird, but the ones that like want to be in it a little too much.
Yeah,
he really was right up the middle.
Yeah,
and I like to see it.
Yeah, and I wasn't like a dedicated follower, but every time I saw a video where she was getting ready, he like genuinely was helping her.
Yeah, it was cute.
You know, it seemed like she really wanted his opinion on her outfit, and he would just help her get out the door. And I just love that because that's my life.
You do love somebody helping you get out the door.
Okay.
Okay, you wanted to tell me something about breakups.
Yes. Okay. So not quite a breakup, but a not legally married report, and that's me because of a mistake you made on the paperwork.
I made a mistake?
Let me get the paperwork.
I can't believe after 4 days of binge drinking with you, I made a mistake.
This is crazy.
On Sunday.
Okay, so this.
Are you sure it wasn't Megan's fault? We were all pretty banged up at my house that morning.
So what happened was LA County sent me a letter. You're not married. Here's why. The following items. So a couple things. One thing you didn't. I don't think this is your fault. Obviously, you didn't write your religious denomination, but it says in the box, it says religious denomination if clergy. And that's, I thought if you are clergy, you're not clergy.
Also,
are you
who
supposed to write
cares?
Jewish in here?
But like, what's the, I don't mean sarcastic. What is the difference?
I don't know.
Who
And
cares?
I didn't think that was one of the mandatory things we had to fill out. Are you supposed to write Jewish? I guess.
But I can worship this lamp if I feel like it. Like, I have to write atheist?
Or agnostic? Because it has nothing to do with us. And you don't have to register as a religion.
A Jew, yeah.
And then the other thing, this official title, you had written officiant and then you crossed it out and wrote minister, which I think was a joint decision.
You sure it's in my handwriting?
Yeah, right there.
I don't remember this. That's not my handwriting. I didn't write that. That looks like your handwriting.
Wait, I did that.
You don't know your handwriting? That's crazy. I can tell that's that starboard ass pen with that janky ass ink. I would never use that pen.
You love those pens.
Gel pens
Get the fuck
forever,
out.
baby.
It doesn't matter because there are 2 mistakes. But apparently you can't cross something out on this. Rena, okay, so we both fucked up. It says the office of the state registrar prohibits the recorder from filing a marriage certificate that is illegible or has been altered by whiteout, erasures, strike overs, etc. So those 2 things, yes, one is completely my fault. I mean, I'll take credit. I'll take the blame for both of them. I told you don't have to fill that out. I thought it meant if you're religious, you put that in the.
Why did you cross it out?
I crossed that out because I thought when I looked up like what you are, it said you're a minister, and I didn't know if officiant was the correct term.
So now what do we do?
So now I have to have you fill this out today.
Okay.
And we have to
Highlighted
send this
it
in.
like I'm a baby.
They're going to get this wrong again. We have to send this in with a $30 check.
Okay.
I have to get a new marriage certificate, and then we have to do that. So I'm like, do we have to bring our witness back into the mix? This is crazy.
Oh, we'll do it in New York with Megan again.
Rena, like, this is wild.
I can't believe you thought that was my handwriting.
I didn't even bother to look. I just didn't want to take the blame myself.
I can't believe that you're not married.
I can't believe either. So anyway, that's the breakup report.
Honestly, like, I feel like people are way dumber than us, probably. And like, how does anybody figure this out?
Well, it's so funny because I called to see if they had received it yet because I sent it in the mail with something else that hasn't been received to New York. And so I was like, oh no, what if they haven't received my certificate? So I call them. They're easy to get in touch with. And they were like, oh, we have so much mail to go through. We probably won't know if we even received it for like a month or 2.
Okay.
But sure enough, they did receive it and they sent it right back. This is wrong.
That was quick.
Yeah.
They were quick to tell you
they're
messed
quick.
up. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, hopefully we'll be married soon.
Well, I'm excited to spend more time signing this with you.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, the biggest doc to hit these streets, the Diddy doc.
The Diddy doc. Let's kick it off with a slow clap for 50 Cent for producing this.
I mean, unbelievable. So he got a hold of footage for the last 10, 20 years or something?
Well, there's footage of the old footage is footage that's existed that's out there. He got this footage from recently, obviously. There's all this footage from Diddy days before his arrest.
Days leading up to the arrest,
And do you know how they got that?
I thought that it's somebody like on his team, obviously, who gave it. Okay,
No.
tell me and I'll tell you what I heard.
So Diddy always has filmed himself doing everything. A lot of these celebrities do. It turns out that the story so far, which I think has been confirmed, is that he was planning to do something of his own with that footage, probably his comeback story. Regardless, he was filming, and he never paid the videographer.
I heard, who told me this like 2 days ago, that basically all this footage got seized in a raid and that it just got lost.
The story that I have seen, which there's been journalists that have reported on this. I just read this article this morning, is that he didn't pay the videographer, which is on track for him, and didn't sign any sort of contract. And so the videographer owns the footage. And so he submitted it to Netflix, which brings me to my first point, which is like, just pay people. Like, I found it so crazy. I mean, you had these people, Lil Rod for one, saying he owed him $250K, like, which is nothing to Diddy. And Diddy, meanwhile, is voice noting him, like calling him nonstop with all these excuses. Why not just pay him? And the people in the doc that spoke on this were like, he liked to keep people down and not pay them because then they might get a little cocky. And it's like, yeah, but he's abusing people and also not paying them. So it seems crazy to me. I thought his whole thing, this was one of the surprising parts of the doc to me. I thought his whole thing was always paying people to keep them quiet. He's paying, obviously, law enforcement. He's paying his lawyers, his PR team, all these people. So the people that were working for him that were inside of his world, like Lil Rod, to not pay him what he's due is crazy to me. I'm
100% with you.
Yeah.
And you and I were talking about the most shocking revelations. So I was like kind of writing down stuff. That was one of the more shocking revelations to me, that he wasn't paying people. Because I do believe that how you do one thing is how you do all things.
Yeah.
And he's a terrible scumbag.
Complete monster.
So it doesn't shock me that he structured all of these music contracts so that nobody would get paid and was taking advantage of all these people. But to your point, the people that he needed to have hide his secrets, like the videographer, I'm shocked he didn't pay these people.
Crazy. Like Lil Rod says he was drugged. He was in the freak offs, all of that. And all he needed was $250K. All he was promised was $250K to produce that whole album.
From a billionaire. That's like giving somebody $1 for you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not that it's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money to him. They paid him $29,000 or something like that. I mean, so this documentary, obviously we jumped a little bit ahead. It's The Reckoning, Sean Combs. It was produced by 50 Cent, and it's 4 parts. It's done wonderfully. I mean, it is about Diddy and his life and his coming of age and into his career, but it's also shows a lot about the music industry and the best era in music and all of the Tupac and Biggie feud that was basically seems orchestrated by Diddy.
I mean, I hate to say like I loved the documentary because it's horrifying, but it was so well done and it wasn't so biased either. I thought that they actually did show like why some of these testimonies didn't go so great for the prosecution and why some of these people, it was harder to believe some of these people that, you know, you have his longtime assistant on the stand who went through a lot with him. Her name's Capricorn. And they said, you know, it's sort of hard to take into account the stuff she said because she was sort of aiding and abetting him for many, many years, a decade, helping him. And, you know, there's all this talk about like, you know, well, you stayed and all this. And I mean, you and I, you could talk forever about the psychological effects of being in the throes of such an abuser and a manipulator and what that does to you. And, you know, they talk a lot about Cassie. I mean, Cassie was 19.
But being groomed though, like that's why people groom. That's the whole point of it. Is to get you to a point where you will put up with this and stay.
Yes. And his assistant also said she came from a lot of trauma. Like, you do understand that it's not so easy for these people to just have left or not have helped him.
That Indian man didn't understand. That juror.
He kept saying, like, they interviewed some of the jurors, you know, it's easy to have left. But I look at somebody like Cassie, who was 19. She left a small town, moved to New York, met him, met one of the most famous and powerful people. It's not easy to just leave.
I don't understand.
How many women would just leave if it was so easy to leave?
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone can justify anything he's done after seeing the Cassie video. Like, above all, like, 100 accusations. Like, this man is a complete monster. He's like the most depraved, sickest individual I've like ever really heard of to date. But if nothing else, if you want to think it's all been a witch hunt or a hit job, you've seen him kick this woman and drag her. How can you? That would be, he's guilty of everything. Clearly, this is a monster among us.
So it's interesting because I was looking at this and I was like, not that I'm a prosecutor, but I was like, this should have been a RICO case. So RICO case
shouldn't have been.
It should have been. So a RICO case was basically invented by...
It was a RICO case.
The whole thing was a RICO case?
Yeah, and
I thought previously he got acquitted for a RICO case. This was for like prostitution, kidnapping, racketeering.
This was the whole case. They weren't able to get him on the RICO charges.
They couldn't get him on the RICO charges.
He was
Of that, he was acquitted.
But people were saying that was their mistake. They were trying to do too much.
But to me, like, this is all a picture of somebody who's just a menace to society.
Yes.
That's why it's so hard to put mafia bosses away, because like they don't pull the trigger in any cases. I mean, Diddy sexually assaulted a lot of people, did some terrible things, but like mafia bosses, they don't really pull the trigger, so it's hard to get them because like they're involved in pulling the strings, but they don't really do anything necessarily. Like Diddy is a menace to society and needs to be locked up for life. He destroyed the lives of all these people.
Yeah.
They showed all these people that like would have stayed in the music industry and like quit the music industry just because like they couldn't deal with working with him.
Or they died. Diddy is a serial killer. Like, again, like you said, I guess if he didn't pull the trigger, but it's insane. Like all the people who have died.
Like the trail of death.
Yes. Like all the people from Uptown in the early days. So obviously Biggie, Kim Porter, Craig Mack, Andre Harrell, who was the original founder of Uptown, Heavy D, all those people are dead.
Tupac.
And Tupac, of course, obviously Biggie and Tupac. I'm talking out in like the Uptown bad boy world. Like the stampede during the basketball game, which I didn't realize that he was responsible for. Like, which came first, his bloodlust or him realizing that the more people died, the more power he gained?
I thought so much of the sensationalism of the trial was about sexual assault and these freak-offs. They didn't actually talk about it as much in this 4-part series as I thought they would have, because so much other stuff was so terrible. I mean, you just pick a thing. I mean, the amount of deaths and robbing people of all their money, their careers, their ability to just make a living. I mean, it was a smaller part of the documentary because everything he's done is so terrible.
Him and his son went into the bathroom and killed somebody and they just covered it up. Like it's there's witnesses. It's so crazy. I mean, Aubrey O'Day was, I mean, allegedly, I say that so loosely, but I think very clearly raped, gang raped by him and someone else. Someone saw this with their own eyes, but because she couldn't remember it, she didn't feel comfortable coming out, even though she knows that happened and there's so many other victims.
I thought she really applause to her. I thought she did a great job saying I don't know that this happened, but I can't say it didn't happen. That would undermine all the other people that said this happened to them. I really liked, she was really poised in what she said. And she also provided emails of him saying, I'm masturbating to you and stuff. Why are all these people putting stuff in emails like this?
It's so crazy. I mean, he's the same as Epstein and Trump, where it's just like they think they're above the law, but because he has been. I mean, he learned at a young age, people can die and I will benefit. And he just went with that. I mean, what a sick fuck.
I also don't think I enjoyed the part about hip hop in the early 90s. I thought it was really interesting to revisit that moment in time, obviously through this lens, is very terrible. But I actually kind of forgot that he wasn't actually a rapper until he orchestrated Biggie being killed, and then all of a sudden was in all these music videos and performing. I guess I just kind of forgot that he waited to wipe out Biggie to take the stage.
To take the stage. I loved all the stuff about how terrible he is as he has no musical talent. It took him, 7 months to do 8 bars, they said. The one guy that was mocking him when he was Come For Me or that song, he had no talent. Even the way he danced, that became a thing. But when you look back, you're like, oh, he can't dance. He can't rap. He's so ugly. His mouth is always open. I mean, you guys go check out my reel. It's purely popping off. I have always been unable to comprehend just how repulsive he is. How did he even come to power looking like that? Why won't his mouth ever be closed? So I posted this reel and I just said he looks like Napoleon Dynamite and he's catching flies at all times and people are just loving it.
Thank you for breaking that story, because I've been watching. It's all the photos throughout the documentary. His mouth is open. He's a mouth breather and no chin.
Which, if you're a mouth breather, it does affect your jawline. It's just, he's disgusting. And Blakely Thornton, who I love, did this. He does not hold back. He just goes in, no lube, on everybody. Sydney Sweeney, Diddy, he does not care. But he did a reel about how he's a self-loathing closet case and how so many of these people are gay. And he had this quote. He was like, if you hate yourself, you don't care about anybody else. And I think that's the thing. we are able to look at people like the people in power in this country and be like, you hate yourself. That's a scary person. That's a person that you never know what they're going to do when they hate themselves. What are they going to do to other people? And I just think a lot of people obviously think Diddy is gay, and there's obviously
multiple men in the documentary.
All these men, exactly. He's abused so many men, but it's just somebody that was trying to not be.
There was so many people in this documentary that worked for him for a long time that were sexually assaulted by him. And I mean, I resent, and anybody who's ever been harmed like that resents the implication that you could just leave. I mean, the amount of money these people depended on him for, and fame and access for all these things. I mean, that's a really frightening person. It's really brave to even come forward and record this and put out this documentary. Like, I would fear for my life. And a lot of these people said that they do fear for their lives.
Yes. Like, a third to half of women don't report sexual assault at all, by the way. So, and especially if it's someone in power. So for 100 women to accuse him of sexual assault, like, how can you not believe that? It makes me so sick. It's just, I don't even have the words for these abusers who are in power. Him just being one of them. Like, good guys do not have multiple rape, domestic abuse, murder allegations. Mm-hmm. These are terrible people. And I look back and like the amount of money and energy I gave to Bad Boy. Like, obviously I was never like, they thought Diddy was a great musical artist, but all I used to say was Bad Boy for life. I mean, it's hard to believe in all those people you feel for if they were taken advantage of, abused by him, and I still support them. Obviously, 112, Lil' Kim, whoever it may be, but I could be sick over it. And the same with people like R. Kelly. It's just, I don't know, trust no one.
I mean, you hate to see these people just hiding in plain sight.
Yes.
100 women came forward, and the prosecution had a hard time selling this idea that like Cassie was a victim because they were together for 10 years and there's so much evidence in emails and texts of her saying, I'm always down to freak and all these things. And I understand it being hard to paint this picture, but this paints a larger picture of a total monster who, this is supposed to be somebody he loved and protected. This was a young girl who he was supposedly in love with, and he just fed her to the wolves for a decade.
Yeah. And these fucking jurors, I mean, I cannot believe that woman, Juror 160, did this documentary. Like, she had stars in her eyes. I mean, just couldn't not smile as she talked about Diddy, talking about they shared a moment during the case, like how much of a fan she was of. She watched Making the Band, 112, Day 26. Like, no one even remembers who they were.
Day 26
I don't. Like, how did she even get on the jury? I was reading about this. I guess she said she wasn't a fan. Lies. Watching her, I honestly, second to all the rage I feel for him and what he's done was that woman to sit there giddy that she got to be in the same room with him.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, she's getting dragged all over the internet, and I'm like, you shouldn't have done this.
Shouldn't have done it. It's hard to believe that anybody could sit and watch that video of him beating Cassie. And somebody said he wasn't on trial for domestic abuse. Okay, fine. But this paints a picture of a literal monster.
Yes.
He's able to hold a towel up in that video and beat her basically to a pulp.
I know. And it was just heartbreaking to hear that. Like, I never thought that. I never thought that jurors would feel starstruck by him. And then they were talking about how the jurors went home every night, which I forgot that, or I didn't know that. I thought that was insane. They weren't sequestered. And then there's these publicists talking to them.
There's TikTokers in the lunchroom with them. Crazy.
Yeah.
But then, like, they did this whole montage of, like, all the times he'd been accused of things and, like, just tangential to a lot of murder. Like, both times, the time Tupac was shot and the time he was killed, like, Puffy was there. He was, like, on the premises. Like, the amount of times he was just sort of, like, parallel to all these things happening, we just never thought.
The Keefe D thing was crazy, just straight up admitting that he was hired to do it, to kill Tupac. Like, I mean, once they said he escorted Biggie to his death, I mean, I just couldn't believe this. And we were brought up to think they were best friends and missing you and all of that. They just weren't. And like, Tupac and Biggie were getting along. We just missed that collab. Would have been the best team up of the century. So there is so many things that are unbelievable in the documentary. His son Justin just fucking watch out for that guy.
I mean, so I thought that was shocking. And I didn't realize that his son was like a part of raping these women and assaulting them. Just did it,
killing people
in the middle with his dad.
I just kept forgetting. I would see Justin in these shots and be like, he's always with him, whatever. And I literally had to remind myself that was his fucking son.
It's
come
unbelievable.
on.
But like, I mean, they say that his mom was this monster. She's obviously denied it, but like, that's who raised Justin. Why wouldn't he be exactly like that?
Justin, I'm terrified about. I mean, how do you, because he's obviously sticking by his dad, and you know, you have a parent like that and you really either completely separate yourself from them and denounce all their behavior and choose the complete opposite path, or you're exactly like them.
That guy is a monster and a menace to society.
Yeah. And now Ja Rule has entered the chat and saying 50 is not innocent. And Ja Rule is saying, well, 50 and Ja Rule have beef also. He said, let me be clear. This is on his Instagram. Let me be clear. This isn't about Diddy. He's already in jail serving time as he should be. This is about this sucker Curtis acting like he's hip hop's moral savior, going on TV with them tight ass nasty suits and that big ass jughead when you're no different, allegedly. I mean, and then there's pictures of them together, but they were friends. I mean, a lot of people were friends previously.
I mean, it's hard to say, like, you know, can you be friendly with a person and not participate in all those things? Probably. Can you...
Well, like J-Lo. I mean, where's the line? Like,
totally.
Being friends with somebody early days is different than sticking by them for years, because you and I could have gone to a white party and not known what was going on, and we could have pictures with him, and we wouldn't be in his inner circle for years. Obviously, we would start to understand what was happening.
I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to believe that you could collaborate professionally with somebody for many years and still hear rumors and not know that they're true. I don't know how far, down it goes. Like, you could collaborate professionally and not have gone to these parties, and a lot of the people that were interviewed had never come forward before. Like, you could have heard. I don't know. I really don't know. Does everybody that gets near him, are they all? I mean, J-Lo is an interesting person because she was, years they were together?
But I think it seems to be people are speaking out, putting their lives on the line because they can't stay silent anymore, or they are completely silent. Like J-Lo, like Lil' Kim. I mean, it's like one or the other. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, he's in jail for a few years.
Okay, you know what I don't think that they talked about in the documentary, and then we'll move on from this, I promise. Kim Porter died, allegedly, his ex-wife, of pneumonia in her 40s. Did they talk about the fact that people think that he killed her also, or is that totally not a part of the documentary at all?
I don't think they mentioned that. But they also didn't mention all the other people who died of a heart attack or whatever, you know, like Heavy D, Andre Harrell, like all these people. Like, I think you're supposed to kind of put together the pieces. I thought everybody thought he killed Kim. I don't think it was in the...
I don't think it was in the documentary. I think everybody thought that, but maybe it just felt like they can't substantiate this, and so they didn't mention it. Okay, I was just curious.
So check it out. I mean, it's the #1 thing on Netflix. Everybody's watching it. It stuck with me for days. It's a tough watch.
It is. It's just, you know, you think about all the people that he was connected to artistically that you loved growing up, that you enjoyed, you consumed this music, you paid for it. Like, how much of your money went towards this? And it's like hard to stomach.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Okay. Well, that is the Diddy discussion. Let's talk about our partners and then we will get back into it. So I am telling you about Aura Frames, the most perfect gift for the holiday season you guys could ever give somebody. This is just the perfect thing to give a family member or a friend, someone that lives far away from you. I mean, we love this for our family members. My parents have one. My brother and sister-in-law have one. Your brother has one too. It's so fun. We're going to give one of these to my new in-laws this year and load a bunch of pictures from the wedding onto it. So anyway, it's a digital photo frame with unlimited photos and videos that you can upload, and you can preload photos before it ships. So you're going to set it up, very easy to set up in gift mode. And so when you gift it to somebody, it's already going to have some photos on it. And then you can add a message before it arrives. And then once you get it all set up, you can share photos and videos effortlessly, straight from your phone all year long. So you could just be sending it to like your parents or your grandparents or whoever you have, whoever you gift this to. It is beautifully wrapped in a gift box. Every frame comes packaged in premium gift box with no price tag. And it really is so, so easy to set up. And it's just such a fun thing to set up on Christmas Day, for example, or whenever you want to give this to somebody, and just they can see the photos you've loaded onto it. They can load their own onto it, and they make the photos look really beautiful. They have smart cropping, they have lighting, and it's just such a nice thing to have in the home. So for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code GGE at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code GGE. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
And speaking of gifts for people, Quince, unbelievable. I cannot recommend it enough. They have so much stuff at luxury look and feel for prices that I truly can't even believe. And it's good for everybody on your list. They have tons of stuff on the website. If you want to do luggage, I just got this gorgeous neoprene duffel that I love. They have sheet sets. They have amazing Mongolian cashmere sweaters. I've had these for years from Quince now. We both have. And I have turtleneck versions. I have cardigan versions. They've held up. I love the colors. They're so high end. And this is just such a great thing to gift to somebody because it feels really luxury, but you will know that you didn't break the bank. They also have coats. They have wool coats. I'm always just consistently impressed and excited about everything I get from them, purses as well. So this is just something for everybody on your list. Check out their site, and they work directly with top factories to maintain high standards for craftsmanship, and they cut out the middleman and the markups. I'm consistently amazed by what they do. Find gifts so good you want to keep them with Quince. Go to quince.com/GGE for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE, quince.com/GGE to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/GGE.
Okay, and Z-Biotics, do not forget your Z-Biotics like I did last night. I really didn't think I was going to be drinking, but apparently I was, and it is a perfect time of year. Holiday parties, whatever you guys have going on, this is a great thing that you're going to want to have. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here is how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It is a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. And when we say first drink of the night, it is this little vial. You just throw it back, and then you're ready to go. And we really love it. Whenever we have this, we notice a difference the next day, even after a night out. You can confidently plan on doing a workout, running errands, doing whatever you need to do without worry. So again, last night, I wish I would have had it, and I'm not going to forget it for anything we have going on. We have obviously our show this weekend, going to have it before the show, and then all next week we're in New York. And what'd you say this morning? You were like,
what did I say?
You said something very funny because
I was talking about how I feel so good lately because I haven't been drinking at all, but I was like, catch me in the gutter drunk like every day next week. Because I don't leave the house in LA. I don't have to worry about being hungover.
We need to make sure to pack it. So you can make the most of every toast this holiday season. Just don't forget to bring pre-alcohol along for the ride. Go to zbiotics.com to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use GG at checkout. Z-Biotics is backed with 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/GG and use the code GGE at checkout for 15% off.
Okay, and we are going to give you guys headlines for the week and then send you off to your week.
And our show.
So Pantone every year chooses a color of the year, and this year they chose white. It's caused some rage bait discourse online.
Yes, the question is this rage bait? Like, what are we doing here? I mean, I just, this is not what I can get riled up over. Of all the things happening in Diddy, of all the things happening in the world. But it seems...
People are saying it's dystopian. Yeah. It evokes white supremacy. I think people are kicking the can down the road a little too much here.
It seems out of touch and ill-timed. And are they doing this to cause a stir?
Does Pantone...
And is white a color? What is it? Cloud something?
Cloud Dancer is the color.
Yes. So Cloud Dancer, which is like a little bit of an off-white. I mean, we love the color, but that's the whole thing too. Like Pantone, you think of color, they do all these different colors. Like there's also a debate, is white even a color? So why do this? It felt really intentional in a weird way.
So they said the reason why it acts as a whisper of calm and peace in a noisy world and invites true relaxation and focus, allowing the mind to wander. Shut up. White?
Mm-hmm.
White.
Anyway, rage bait or not, you guys let us know.
People don't like
Raina,
it.
stop saying it's Cloud Dancer.
It's called Taylor.
Okay, next we have FIFA gave a peace prize to President Trump.
To the 2-year-old that runs this country.
Never happened before. FIFA created the FIFA Peace Prize that did not exist a month ago and gave it to Trump. There were no other candidates. He obviously campaigned for the Nobel Peace Prize unsuccessfully. And they gave him this participation trophy, which I think is so crazy because the MAGA world, they feel very like not everybody gets a participation trophy. Like they feel anti that movement. And yet their toddler of a president needs a fake peace prize.
No, this little preschooler who can't even stay awake during press conferences and court cases. I mean, how much footage have you seen of him just falling asleep in the middle of interviews recently? And they're like, just give it to this child.
I can't believe
Let's
it. Like,
make it up.
Aren't you guys so embarrassed? You know, like if you're a MAGA, let's just take all of the racism and misogyny and authoritarianism out of it because they like that. You know, some of them like that.
And
but
yeah,
aren't
hatred
you
of women.
embarrassed that he can't stay awake? Aren't you embarrassed that he tweets 1,000 times a night like a senile grandpa that shouldn't have access to technology? Aren't you embarrassed that he had to get a fake prize because he didn't win the real one? Aren't you mortified that this is your guy, this is your leader?
And he ran this whole platform, which everyone thought was so funny, about Sleepy Joe. Joe Biden is not falling asleep on national television.
Saw Joe last week. Sorta.
Killing it.
He was at this party of this guy that I know. He's doing great. The health update, he was making a little joke. Let me give a Joe Biden health update.
He's such a cutie.
Okay. I just think
you're so right. Like, aren't you guys embarrassed that this is your dude?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
With
this
his
is your
big pores and his orange face, and he's just asleep.
This is your leader. Okay, so I know this man. He used to work with my best friend, and I met him too. And I met him right after the 2016 election. That was tough at her wedding. And last week she was supposed to go to a holiday party at his house. This is like Joe's bestie. And they got there late and Joe had just left. So she just missed him. But I was like, did you get a health report? She said he took pictures with people. He apparently showed someone a funny TikTok. He did look a little tired. He joked that he was out past his bedtime.
Yeah, Joe, I get it.
So he was making jokes.
8 p.m. is my bedtime.
Exactly. So he seemed with it and never stopped smiling. She sent me a couple photos. He looks amazing. Not sleepy at all. So anyway, that's your Joe Biden health update.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
Yeah. Okay. And we have our Golden Globes nominations for 2026. Nikki Glaser is hosting again. And Raina, I have to tell you, like, we're not going to go through all the nominations, of course, but I was scrolling them and I know like none of the movies and all of the TV.
Actually, nothing makes me feel like a bigger piece of trash than seeing nominations because I'm like, I've never seen
I don't care
any
about
of
movies.
them.
I don't, yeah, you know what? I just said recently to Shashank, I was like, God, I fucking love TV. TV is so good. And we've said this recently, like movies aren't as good as we thought they used to be because of TV. How great TV is. Like, you don't need these movies.
They're all
no offense to the movies.
They're all 3 hours long.
But we'll watch 3 hours of
I will
a show.
binge, yeah, but I know that there's breaks.
So I love seeing it. And so I thought there was so much good TV this year. Lately, we've been talking a lot about it. So I'm really excited and I'm excited to see Nikki host again. And so we'll have to do another little watch party again at your house.
I can't wait to see it. Okay, and we're going to close out with just some reality stuff that's been happening. The Summer House trailer has dropped for season 10. So much tea out of this. I mean, Wes and Jesse are fighting over Sierra. Amanda and Kyle, I mean, she says he fell asleep at a fan's house. What else do we see on this? Carl and Kyle get like a physical altercation.
I was honed in on Sierra and West and Jesse, which no big surprise there. Like, of course, West misses Sierra.
And of course, Jesse is going to go around his friend like a little scumbag that he is.
And then
make a play
Lindsay's
for
just
Sierra.
a mom. Where's her kid? This is not mom shaming, but like
Turner?
Is the kid going to be
the kid's with
with his
Turner.
dad? True. Yeah. No, this might be the last season. Wait, Paige is not on it.
Paige is not on it, and they have, I think, 6 new cast members.
Okay.
They teased almost, I want to say 6 new people kind of in and out. There were a lot of new people this season. They replaced Paige with 6 people.
That's what they needed to do. The star of the show. Yeah, I mean, I am into it. We have so much good TV coming in 2026. Tell Me Lies will be January, and then Summer House is early Feb. So I'm excited. But yeah, I don't know. This could be my last season. That's what I feel.
I say that every year.
But once everyone I know from the old days is gone. I'm really not going to care. So I don't know how much longer we have with those.
I'm glad that you said that because Vanderpump season 12 just came out and it is an all new cast. And one of the girls on the show, Demi, waited on you and I and Shashank the other night. We went into Sir.
I thought it was. Did we know then?
I knew that she was going to be on the show.
You did know, okay.
So she waited on us.
I don't go to Sir a lot, you guys. It was random.
Well, we were at an event.
Like we're always at Sir.
Well,
I've been twice ever.
We were actually, it wasn't the other day either. It was this summer, and we were at an event hosted by friends of yours at a hotel across the street, and I seized the opportunity because I will go to Sir anytime.
They were wonderful. The hospitality is great. I asked to move our table. They accommodated us.
Yeah,
obviously I did. Yeah.
Yes, Guillermo moved our table, and and it's beautiful in there, and I don't know that I'm going to watch this season. I think that the ship has maybe sailed for me. I watched the first episode. I don't know. 40 years old. I don't know that I want to watch a bunch of 20-year-olds just like be terrible to each other. Maybe I do. I don't know. I mean, I did watch the first episode. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. And then ending it, Morgan Wise reunion was this week. Stassi Schroeder, speaking of Vanderpump, hosted it. I thought it was amazing to see her like host this. She's so good at like managing all these people. I was a little disappointed they let the dad talk guys on the stage for 45 minutes of the hour.
That's what people are saying. Like, why are we platforming these men? The show is about these women. I mean, I'm not in the culture, but I have seen that online.
You're exactly right. You're spot on. And for Real Housewives, they tend to bring the guys out sometimes, especially in Jersey, because those guys are such a big part of the husbands of that series, that franchise. But these guys came to the stage like very early on and just stayed on the stage.
No.
Half of them didn't even dress for it. They guys in like tank tops. I don't know. They really just gave the floor to, I guess they filmed for 12 hours and they put out 1 hour of content. I could have done 3 hours and given all. The whole thing of this show is that these women and what has happened to them at the hands of men. Mm-hmm. I mean, at one point they go around the stage and talk about how they've all been sexually assaulted. I mean, it was really powerful and brave that all these women are bringing their stories to the forefront, but I didn't need these men on the stage for this moment.
Get out of here.
And then
boo them off the stage.
And so the whole thing is they're like filming the new season while the reunion's coming out. It's the whole thing. So stay tuned next year. And then the final headline is that Marciano is suing Demi for accusing him of sexual assault. So stay tuned. But I guess he is suing her for bad press.
Okay. I don't know what that means. No, I think you told me last week. No, I'm gonna watch this. Watch out, 2026. It's my year.
Do you know that I put on my resolutions? Okay, Ashley and I do resolutions every year. I don't want to like tease all of my 2026 ones.
I'm giving one of mine away, but that's okay.
2026, I wrote I'm gonna get into Love Island.
Oh, okay.
Get into more.
Times there are changing, you guys. Okay, that is your snack. We will see you Saturday in New York for the Girls Gotta Eat 8th annual holiday show. Get those tickets at girlsgottaeat.com. We cannot wait to see you guys. Girls Gotta Eat podcast on Instagram and TikTok. I am Ash Hess. Raina is Raina.Greenberg. Subscribe on YouTube. Share this episode with a friend, and we will see you Monday.
Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Yes, bye.